Happy Friday. I'm Boston Tommy. Welcome to Inside the Box. Cancer culture has gone wild. Disney has to retheme one of its racist rides. And apparently, no second wave of COVID. Hi, Patsy Williams. Shalky Morgan, how you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in on Friday. Maybe we'll have a little Chaz update, the United State of Chaz. And maybe some police defunding better explained. I see you there, Shalky. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Hey, bartender. I think we'll all be saying that here pretty soon. I got a little announcement about that since it is Friday, and I like to find out what everybody's doing and, make sure they're going to have a good time. Great, babe. Maybe if you could take care of that for me, that would be fantastic. Just unplug that. My compressor is going off full speed right there, so it's a little hectic here on Friday. How's everybody doing out there? Okay, so let's see. Where do we want to start? I guess we could talk a little bit about this Seattle situation there, Chaz, as they call it. First of all, they had an interview, I guess, with the mayor of Seattle, and she literally said that it was like a block party. I don't know. A block party where they just happen to take over the fucking police station. They're running around with AKs and extorting people, shaking them down for money. They built a wall to control who goes in and out. They're telling people to show their IDs, even though that's all illegal. Hi, Heidi. Manini, thanks for tuning in. Jace, good to see you. This stuff is all illegal. Our cops couldn't do this before. We're pissed off because they killed a guy, but technically our cops could not do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And this whole thing, didn't this whole thing start because a citizen with a cell phone shot a video of police doing what they shouldn't be doing? So today we find out that they actually expelled a citizen from Chaz because he was using his cell phone to record what the so-called new police were doing. Who are these fucking people? What's up, bro? Happy Friday. Yeah, thank God it's the weekend. Maybe we get away from some of the stupidity out there. And this isn't even funny, really. This is an insurrection. These people should be dealt with swiftly and hard. Or, hey, let it collapse. I hate to say it, but you know what's going to happen? People are going to get hurt. There's going to be rapes. There's going to be robberies. You know what I'm saying? It's just, these are people claiming they could do things better than we were doing it. But really, these are the worst people in society. Come on, people. Not only when this shit is over, should this mayor, this flaky fucking mayor of Seattle, and that idiot governor they got going over there in the state of Washington, not only should they be voted out of office, they should be charged with treason. And everybody else they sweep up off the street to get them out of there when they finally shut that bullshit down. It's incredible what the hell's going on over there. Now look, only reason I talk about this a little bit because there was a woman I heard today who talked about demilitarizing the police or defunding the police. And one of the theories is that they've been sort of militarizing our police force. But of course, the police force is outgunned, they're outmanned, so they're constantly getting like hand-me-down equipment from our military. But I thought it was a good, they're saying they don't mean that they want to cancel their police forces. It means we want to refocus our attention and some of our money. I think they just need more money. Forget about taking money from the police. Give the police plenty of money, and you can spend money on some of these other areas. I'm okay with it, right? But because what happens is, as they militarize our police force, what happens to our police as a matter of culture, they begin to look at the citizens that they serve as military combatants. And so this escalates, conflict and violence. So there might be some point to this. At least they're talking about it in more pragmatic and reasonable manners than just saying we got to get rid of our police. Even though the city of Minneapolis, our city council, actually voted for that today. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. All right, before we get into some more fun stuff, let's see, because, sometimes it looks like the police are not upholding their social contract, because we all have a social contract with each other. Like the legislation makes laws, we all agree to that because we agree to who we vote for, who we want to legislate. They make laws and we all agree to abide by the laws. We also agree to hire a police force so that when we don't abide by laws, we pay a penalty for that. Okay? The problem happens when the police break the law, they don't seem to be held accountable. Therefore, they're breaking their part of the social contract we have. Hence, people get angry. Okay, it's normal, right? Heidi, I agree 100%. Let them have Seattle. Fuck them. Hey, it's been suggested because it's going to end violently. No matter how you look at this, it's going to end in violence one way or the other. It's going to be bad. The time to help kids connect is when they're young and in school. That's when they should interact with police officers. So I don't think they should take police officers out of school, right? And then, of course, the other idea was, and this is some police models, community policing models actually require this, but should cops live where they work? I think they probably should. That's the kind of job, since you're working in the community, being a member of the community could be beneficial, Then you could say, this is our neighborhood, and you got a stake in it, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You got a stake in it, and it's good for you that way. That's what I'm liking right there. All right, because in the meantime, everybody's just scared woke, Difference between the movement back in the 60s and today, and back in the 60s, they had a that was a non-violent protesting movement, Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. And there was a sense of unity between blacks and whites, and they joined together with a sure sort of spiritual purpose to make the world a better place. This one now operating strictly on fear. It's all fear. And now you got these idiots. It's not even PC anymore, okay? I don't even know what you call them, woke. I'm going to call them cancel culture. That's what they're calling it. If they don't like you, what you're saying, when you don't back it, you're canceled. They're canceling shows. The Paw Patrol, they're going to get rid of the movies, Gone with the Wind. They don't like books, they're going to get rid of them. They get rid of anybody says anything against what they don't like, they cancel you, right? Now they're getting rid of monuments, right? They're getting rid of history. Now Disney I guess the big famous ride Splash, the Splash Mountain, based on some kind of racist theme, they want to redo the theme. So a ride can be racist now. That are violent or racist, you'd be racist for watching those cartoons. Okay? So, rides can be racist. Movies are racist. Statues are racist. They keep trying to erase history. I don't know why they're doing it, but they keep trying, And now, this is where it's gone wild. Check this out. And, hey, Shalky, maybe you want to tune in on this, bro. Now they're saying they want the pyramids in Egypt to come down. Because they were built by slaves. So, hey, just knock down the fucking pyramids in Egypt. That won't affect the world at all. That's erase the history right there. Just because of slavery. You just gotta knock down the pyramids, okay? That's unbelievably stupid. I want to know how the Egyptians are going to take that. I can't see them caving into this nonsense. Hey, you go ahead and try it over there. You see what happens to you over there, okay? That's a great country, but I guarantee they squash your ass quick over there. Take down the pyramids. Are you kidding me? Stop it! Yeah, and then all this time I thought I was doing. What's up, Joe Wilkerson? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, bro. All right, well, so and this whole defunding of the police anyway, to me, I had this today. This is what I thought. Defunding the police. You know what this is reminding me of? They're pussifying the fucking police now. Tying their hands behind their back. They can't do anything. They can't. You ever seen that movie, The Demolition Man? where they kept fining people for cussing, I'd be blown off the ear. I'd say fuck every 3-4 sentences. Everybody's a pussy. Nobody's got a damn gun. They got to go back in time and take some guy out of cryogenic ice prison so he can save the world. Jordan Arnett, John Howe, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Oh my God. We were just talking about the cancel culture going wild. What's going to be happening? What's everybody doing this weekend? Let's fill me in on some plans. Let's hear some good stuff. Let's get away from Chaz for a minute, shall we? I hope that people see what's going on. Your live stream is better than watching the news, bro. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, Joe. Thanks a lot, man. Listen, I just tell it like it is. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm just an American. I'm just a man. I'm nobody special, just like everybody else, you know? Trying to make a living, trying to love people, trying to help people. Yes, John Howe. Yeah, Minneapolis voted unanimously to abolish police. I think they called it dismantling the police department. I don't know what that means. What, are they going to remantle it? They're going to rebuild it? Or, you know, hope so. You got to have something. You can't possibly think for 1 minute that all crime has been abolished because you wish it to be so. It's stupid. It's ignorant. That's as ignorant as morons putting red lights in front of their house to tell people they don't have any guns in there. Come and rob and rape me and my family. Yeah, whatever, dude. You're a fucking idiot. Sometimes you just wish you got to give people what they want and then they figure it out. It's actually natural selection. They get killed because they're stupid. I don't know what to tell you. You just got to stop doing that kind of stuff, man. These Democrat policies are ruining our cities. Destroying them. That's why I almost wish that kind of ill on Seattle, but then I don't. Because what they're doing is criminal, anti-American, shouldn't be allowed, treasonous. It'll get out of hand. They were talking about, some people were mumbling about doing that today down in Nashville. Good luck with that. They got a Republican governor down there. He will not put up with that shit. He's already said it. So you try that crap. See what happens. Bunch of nonsense. Oh, my God. These guys are not leaders, okay? They're not. That shit needs to be dealt with quick. Bam! Just squash them like a bug. You can't do that. You can't just take shit over because you want it that way. We have processes. They've worked for a long time and they've worked well. Better than most places on the planet, I can assure you. So like these punks, they all want socialism and communism. I'm like, why? Where are you seeing it better? Under those conditions. Where? Hi, Sarah Brooks. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Where is this? Where are they finding their information? It's all a bunch of propaganda perpetuated and carried on by the mainstream media. They're just as guilty, these fucking idiots. You can't find a journalist among them. It's incredible. Lots of other better places. Hell, I saw Diamond and Silk today. They were more entertaining and newsworthy than any of the rest of the crap I heard today. From mainstream media, that is. All right, well, listen, so I won't be too long today because I got somewhere I want to go, but I want to know what you guys are doing. What's the plans? Who's got plans for the weekend? Anybody? We're thinking about going down to, I mentioned this the last couple of nights on my show, The Park. The Park is a new bar/restaurant that is actually the Hawks Nest at Hawks Memorial Stadium, you know, down there on Glenwood. So there's no baseball this year, so they turned it into a restaurant/bar. And there's live music tonight. Tonight, we're talking about the Pine Box Posse playing down there. And it's starting to cool down a little bit, so it shouldn't be too bad outside. Laura and I think we're going to go down there and check it out and have a few drinks. If anybody got time, you come down and check it out. Should be fun for a little while, you know. See Rob Shelton and the band. They're always good. They're always entertaining. What else? Who else? Anybody looking for a mountain resort? Because there's one for sale up in Featherville. I saw that today. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wish I had the money, but hey, you know. Dreams. We all have them, right? Some people want to dream about having their own resort in the mountains. Other people want to dream about taking over Seattle. Come on. Wow. Talk about out of touch with realities, man. It's incredible there. Because what? Nobody's doing nothing? Nobody going to do any fun this weekend? Come on now, no camp. Well, I guess. Well, maybe some of my friends are already out camping. I've looked. When I went on Facebook, I saw like they're transmitting from Stanley already, and I'm like, damn, it's Friday. Oh, okay, yeah, they got to jump on it. They're out having a good time. Well, we're not. I'm having a good time, but the stuff that's going on around us right now has got me a little bit concerned and discombobulated. I'm not scared woke, and I'm not scared. Period. So don't be afraid, and this will be handled. President got some wiggle room to do some things here. He's already told them they need to handle it, and if they don't, then he will, and I think that's good enough for me. We'll see what happens. But there's going to be bloodshed no matter how you look at this. It's not gonna end well. Okay? A little bit of COVID news. I guess there was a doctor on TV today saying that there's probably not going to be a second wave. Again, they backtrack and change this. I mean, I've already given up even... The only reason I'm reporting this stuff to you guys is because this is how the whole Inside the Box started. We're all locked inside the box because of the fucking edicts and, executive orders about the COVID killing us all, man. We're doomed, right? Yeah, no, Fauci's crying about it, but these other doctors are like, no, probably not a second wave. More like baby waves, they said. All of a sudden, the COVID is baby waves. I mean, in my mind, it's ridiculous anyway. Since they've already sanctioned you can go out without a mask or even with a mask, you can get large, huge gatherings and riot and fucking demonstrate. As long as it's for racism, it's fine. But if you're doing it against our stay-at-home orders, you're going to catch the disease. You're going to get the Chinese virus. But if you demonstrate for racism, you can go. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. That doesn't. Somehow the COVID knows which is which. I guess I don't know. Now even the virus is racist. I guess now too. Isn't it? It's craziness. Racist rides at fucking Disney. Racist cartoons. Racist movies. Racist TV shows. Racist monuments. Racist tourist attractions. The whole world's racist! It's incredible! How did we ever survive all these years together on this planet? And does it only just affect black people, or do the Chinese people feel oppressed and that there's racism? What about Arabs, Russians, Hispanic people? Do they feel that racism abounds? I mean, is there racism in Central America? How about in Africa? Is there racism there? Or I'm just curious. Is it all white guys? Is that the problem? Get rid of us white guys and everything's going away. Everything will be good, huh? Randy Craig, thanks for tuning in, bro. Good to see you. It's craziness. It's out of control. It's all about controlling your thoughts, trying to frame the arguments in such a way that you feel maybe confused, or you're not sure, or maybe you're guilty. You feel guilty about things that you haven't even done. Saw an interesting clip today. Guy walks around. He's asking these people. Of course, they were at a white privilege conference, whatever the fuck that is, and they're asking white people there, and they had some lanyards around their neck, which meant that they're part of the conference. So these are people who believe that white privilege exists. So, of course, he asked them all, do you think it exists? Oh, yeah, sure. All white people have it. Do you think that only white people can be racist? Oh, yes, yeah, definitely. Yep. And it's a day-to-day, white people privilege. Oh, yeah, absolutely, positively. And then the next question was, do you think it's right to sort of judge everybody collectively by the color of their skin? No, that's not right. Well, you just did it. You just said all white people are racist. And then they asked, this is even more interesting. Then they went to the black neighborhood and they asked black people, well, first of all, they asked these white people too, can you tell me, do you feel like the white privilege affects you every day, day to day? And they go, yeah. And they said, you mean like today? What about today? And they're like, well, today, let me see. They couldn't even think of something to use as an example of their white privilege. You know why? It's not real. It's a myth. It's a theory. Okay? It's stupid. Privilege exists. White, black. People with money have privilege. That's the way I see it. Anyways, and then they went to the black neighborhood, and they asked black people, do you think white privilege exists? They're like, no. They say, are you bothered by it every day when you get up? Do you think you're being held back by white privilege? They're like, no. My mother raised me to not to worry about the color of your skin. And some guy had counting money. He was like selling hot dogs. He goes, hey, I work hard. You got to get up. You got to go to work. You make money. Rick Lovin, am I the only one that's having lagging problems with the live stream? No, bro. I see it keep dropping off. I'm sorry. I have no control over it. I'm doing the best I can. Hey, we go another 5 or 10 minutes and be all right. Caroline Stenitz, we are heading to the beach tomorrow for a week. Wow, man. You got a week off to go to the beach. Killer. That'll be fun. Post lots of photos. I like to see good stuff on Facebook too, you know. While they're up there in Chaz destroying the city, at least you guys can be relaxing down there in Georgia, having a good time. I love it. Are you in Georgia on the beach, coastline, or are you doing Florida? Where are you going to the beach, Caroline? Yeah, Rick, I'm sorry about the live stream problem. This is what happens when you deal with Facebook. I even thought about doing a different format and switching to YouTube, but still looking into it. Don't know a lot about it yet. I'll figure it out. It's Friday. Maybe it's, well, then again, I just got, shit-ass reception, I guess, whatever it is. All right, so look, I'm telling you, tonight, like right after the show's over, you want to get down, as a matter of fact, you can go down there right now to Hawk Stadium, down at the park. Pine Box Posse, music starts at 7. Laura and I are thinking about doing that. That's going to be fun tonight. And then, of course, I'll probably be working on my house over the weekend because that's what I've been doing last, who knows. I seem like I've been on it for 6 months now, and I think I have. I don't know. Also wanted to give a couple plugs to Tree Dweller Tree Service. My buddy Zach Bird, serving the Treasure Valley. He's a new business, newly incorporated, it is, LLC. He's one of them monkeys that jumps up in the trees and cuts them down, trims them up, chops them up, gets them off your property. He's got skills. It's craziness. Bought him a bunch of new gear. It looks good. They're trying to get their business off the ground and going. So if you need any tree removal or tree trimming, make sure you call Tree Dweller Tree Service, Zach Bird, okay? Tree Dweller Tree Service. Zachary Bird. He's a great dude. He'll do you right. He's a straight-up guy. Anybody named Zachary Bird is a straight-up guy. There you have it right there. All right, anybody else? Caroline's going to the beach for a week. She's the only one that's having a kick-ass party this next week. Huh? That sounds good. I'm all about it. That's great. I hope the rest of you find something else to do this weekend. And then don't forget, like I said, tonight, you go check it out down at the park, because that's what we're getting ready to go do. Might have to hit the liquor store first and get something to take with me. All right, well, listen, so, hey, don't worry about this cancel culture. It's lame. It's, you know what? Try to think of America as a giant pendulum. Pushes one way. It goes so far to our human limits and the limits of common sense and decency. And then it comes back the other way. It's like the devil comes in and makes his move and tries to squash and ruin us and destroy us. We call on God. He comes back to help us and moves us back to where we need to be. So, good versus evil, the epitome of the American struggle and the struggle of mankind. That's all it is, all right? It's going to work out just fine. Guys, just listen. Just be good to each other, okay? While you're inside the box, you think outside the box. It's fine. It's the only way. They want to keep putting you in it. We're going to keep breaking out of it, right? Okay? And in the meantime, you just remember, listen, we all make choices, people. We just got to live with them. So make good choices. Love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Peace out.